right, let's cut this off, people. So happy 4th of July. We got some cars coming out. We have one more row. We want to go to beautiful cars in here. I want to start with this beautiful one here. We got the hot rod in there.
Don't you love the flathead?
We got the Edelbrock heads on there. Look at that. Fenton headers, wind intake. This back in like the 40s, 50s.
This was the deal, man.
Local hot rodder in your neighborhood.
Yeah.
Pissing your parents off ripping up down the road.
Yep.
This was the engine in the combination.
Guaranteed, man.
A little bit of everything. Beautiful car, shows good. I don't want to say quite patina, but a little bit of wear and tear on it because it's been driven and used over the years.
Wide whites.
Beautiful white Firestone sidewalls there, and those bias plies, but just what a cool car. I mean, a nearly 100-year-old car here, right?
Right.
So just a beautiful example. Love to see it out and about. Love to see it driving all around here in Elizabeth today. Sorry, did I say climate?
Well, let's go over here and see what we got over here.
Lady sitting here, I said, hey, we're going to put the car, just sit there and look.
Thank you.
Really, really beautiful combination. We
Get
got
a
another blue
picture of that front end. Love that radiator. Love those lights.
Love that horn.
That horn.
Oh, yeah.
The whole thing, man.
Didn't Ludacris have a song somewhere?
I think something. You know, yeah, he did. And I'm not a big Ludacris fan, but I heard it.
Studio over here? What is this one? The Sunbeam or a Studio? I can't tell. If he drives by
I think it's a Studebaker. It might be a Golden Hawk. Look at here, man. Mercury Cougar. Probably 67.
I think it used to be 8 or 9. I think 9 with the hidden headlights.
Is that 9 with the hidden highlights? And then it is an XR7.
There you go. Small block car. Real pretty emerald green. Again, earthy tones. With the rally wheels on there. The big BFGs. With the Studian. Again, small block car. Newer shocks in the front. We can sell because they all dry rot right there because they're supposed to.
289.
Beautiful pony interior there. Probably been reupholstered at one time, but nice, clean tan interior there.
And like I said, it is an XR7, as you can see.
Beautiful. And look with the vintage plates, too.
Oh, yeah, 67.
You don't see those all the time.
See, I thought it was a 7.
Example.
I thought it was.
Well, I'll go F myself.
Well, and then look at here, man. Here is a beautiful car right here, man. This, you know what they call this, a waterfall back end or something like that?
Speaking of the white walls, heavies.
I love that. I love those beauty rings with those dog dish hubcaps, man. Shaved door handles. Beautiful stainless. Great interior.
Beautiful. The trailer park lipstick red.
Wow.
You got the big truck starting up in the background.
That's a nice car. Got the banjo steering wheel in it, man.
More importantly, it's got the engine with the distributor on the right side. Small block Ford.
Yeah, guaranteed, man. AC car. Love the running boards. Just love the whole vibe of the car, man. I bet you it runs good too.
Very cool. And you know what's funny is I've run into several issues with my throttle cable being at such a goofy angle. Actually, I'm not mad at the way he ran this. If you look at these kind of swoopy. No reason for that. Don't even film that clown. So very cool. Like, I love this truck. I see he's in the middle talking. Maybe we'll come back and revisit and get a little story on it. But
yeah,
I just love the loop-de-loo there on the throttle cable. All right.
Here we go.
Nomad.
55. And such an iconic car. The Nomad is such a classic. I mean, you can pick them out in the middle of the night with no lights shining on them. They're just so perfect, man.
Chrome, like you said.
Tons of chrome.
TPI polished intake. It's a sign, right?
Yes. Guaranteed, man. And I love the blue and I love the red with the tan interior in it.
CPP love their parts. The steering column in the 57 speaking of interior, my buddy Bill Duckworth over at Sterling.
Sterling Auto Interiors, man.
On this one, we know it because, I mean, this is an absolute magazine, high-end show quality interior here. So let's check it out here. The two-tone, the pleating. I mean, look at the stitching. Oh, my Lord. That man's a magician.
He is, man. And we're going to do a live from his shop. And he asked me, he goes, do I have to bring the burritos or are you guys bringing the burritos? Well, I didn't know we were going to do a morning show. So
I'll bring the light beer then.
there you go. That's exactly it. But as you can see, they redid the door handles. It's not the original door handles in it. Yeah,
kind of like
exactly.
you don't see too much.
No.
It definitely pops out. And
Love the wheels.
I was kind of busting his chops a little. I was like, cool, you have like a bluish car, you know, two-tone bluish silver, which are kind of metallic kind of tones.
Right.
With this like red interior, you walk up, you see the two-tone with the red.
Right.
Not the trailer park lipstick.
Right.
But just a nice, almost not quite a burgundy, but a maroonish, burgundy, I guess. And the tan, the two-tone. Absolutely stunning. Tan GM seat belts in there too.
Good looking car, man.
Absolutely. And then to finish it off, you got your trim, your tan trim in the back, and then your chrome there in the back as well.
And the glass, I mean, the glass on the whole car, just the whole build is just, it's just beautiful,
One of
man.
those few cars, like older cars.
Is this yours?
This thing's butt
There you go. All right, this guy says his car's butt ugly. Let me guess, is this your car? All right, what's your name, buddy?
Mark.
Mark, I'm Derek. This is Roller. We're doing Roller.
Pleased to meet you, man.
Good to meet you.
We're just, excuse the drool. It's just, it just happens when I'm around a Nomad. It's just an automatic. But what made you do a Nomad?
So I always wanted a 55.
Right.
Right. But I wanted a 55 hardtop.
Uh-huh.
And as I started looking around at hardtops, I found that these are even harder to find. They're even more rare.
Oh, yeah. Guaranteed.
And so I found this car when I lived in California. It was in Tacoma, Washington. Here's a small rural story. I bought this car from a person in Tacoma, Washington. When I did the title of the car, I lived in Palm Springs, California. She calls me and tells me her mother's address to go pick up the title. It's 5 blocks from my house.
No way.
So
Wow.
this car used to be right next to me. It went to Washington.
That is nuts.
Crazy.
Frame off
That's awesome. That's the car.
How long was the build?
You really want to, I have to tell the truth.
Well, you know, you don't have to, but
Over 20 years.
really, just slowly working on it as time.
Well, I drove it for the first two. This was an unrestored car. It was an original when I bought it. It was the original paint, original interior. And I drove it for a couple of years when they started the restoration, and then one thing led to another.
Sure.
Came off, and then the kids needed braces. And
That's the halt right there on everything.
yeah.
The toy gets put to the side or sold.
Yeah. Well, that was an
Yeah, exactly.
My wife's been very forgiving about it.
That's kind of nice. So she kind of likes it too then.
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
She likes the fact that it can roll under its own power now.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Sitting around the garage.
Yeah,
getting
exactly.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Well, I tell you what, you did a great job, and then plus having Sterling do the interiors and stuff, man. You know, Bill is just he's awesome, man.
It's
That's
a very unique and custom interior because Bill did a great job of it. These 55 Nomads are the only ones that have a waffle pattern interior. The other 56 and 57, they have the same as a hard one. So he did a great job of preserving the look of this thing as it was originally and then making it much more modern.
Wow. Well, cool. Well, my name is Roller. This is Derek. And we go to car shows and we talk to people like yourself because we're very interested in how this car became like it is and why you chose this car. We want your story. And we found that there's a lot of car shows out there that talk just about the car, but they don't talk about the gentleman that built it or the lady that built it. And we kind of threw that into the aspect, and it's kind of a unique one. He started this on YouTube. We're getting ready to do podcasts, and we're trying to make it get bigger and bigger. But we're going to give you some stickers here in a minute to put on your toolbox. But do you have Facebook?
I do.
We need you to go to Facebook, to our channel, and like us. Make a comment on your video, and, just tell your friends about us. That's the only way we're going to grow. We got to have your help. So
You guys are out here. I'm glad you enjoyed the car. And
It's absolutely.
Oh, yeah, guaranteed. I love it, man. I love
I'm
it.
saying very metallic with like the blue and silver. When you go inside, it's just a red and tan interior. It's like, okay, like 4 different colors, but just
It all fits.
right. And then, I mean, let's add another color to it. Is your Nomad insignia there? Gold. Gold for the money, baby.
Yeah. Oh, that's iconic. That's original right there.
Yeah, very glossy car, just shining. Beautiful, beautiful.
thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. And here you go. So all you need to do is just go to Rolling with Roller and Derek and type that in on Facebook. It'll bring up our page. And then this will probably be the very first video tonight that you see because we have several before, but the last one's always the first one. So thank you very much. All right.
Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to talk to you, man. Thank you very much. And we look forward to seeing you at many more shows. Same to you. Okay.
What a beautiful car. What a cool story. 5 blocks.
Yeah,
I mean, West Coast is a big coast, right?
it is, man. And then, but he got clear up in Washington. That's where he gets the car. I mean, but damn.
Hey, this car came 5 blocks from
Yeah.
where I was living, grew up, and whatnot. I mean, just absolutely ridiculous.
And then look at here,
The Studi.
the Commander.
Talk
I mean-
about those earthy tones. Mint green. I love the ice cream, but forest green on the top. But yeah, look at this car. When's the last time you seen one of these?
Haven't. The last Studebaker I was around was the one that we did. We rebuilt one probably 5 or 6 years ago,
Okay.
a yellow one, and but it was an older one, man. It wasn't this body style. Very clean.
Drove in on its own power. I mean, just you don't see them every day. I mean,
No.
they're a rare car.
Very rare. Nice automobile, man.
Yeah, they've usually been rusted away or hacked up. Had a small block Chevy putting them, but not here. Look at that.
He needs to get a hold of my buddy at Parallax, and he can fix that wiring for him and make it look beautiful, man.
I'll help them out, but I'm not going to lie. I mean, if it ain't burning down, this kind of gives this car a story.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's a little bit of extra wire there. It ain't a big deal. When's the last time you seen is that a Studebaker?
It's a
engine, right?
spool of wire. Wow.
It's just such. Look at that. Look at this brass looking fitting here. It's just. Go back to stuff we don't see every day. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
look at the front. Look at the slanted on the turn marker lights. You know, just the headlights are correct to the period.
Right.
This your car?
Yeah.
What's your name, sir?
Steve Clark.
Steve Clark. I'm Derek Murphy. This is Roland.
Pleased to meet you, sir. Glad to meet you.
Show up, but if you have a couple minutes of your time, we wouldn't mind learning more about your beautiful Studebaker.
I'm learning about it myself. I'm not a Studebaker guy, really.
Uh-huh.
I
You are now.
I just like these Hawks.
They're beautiful body lines.
Only Studebaker I ever known.
Yeah.
One of these.
Yep.
The rest of them. But that's an Evonik R1 engine.
Nice. I was curious about the V8. I was like, it almost looked like maybe like an older Olds or something like that, but yeah,
Well,
very cool.
The Studebaker V8 started out after the war when they brought it out in 50, I think. Again, I'm not a historian. Those were 232 cubic inches and just sad power-wise.
Right.
And then they went to 259, and then they went to 289. This is the Evonik R1 engine that I had built in the state of New York by a Studebaker guy. That's all he did was build Studebaker engines. So that one was built to 63 specs in a racing engine shop, machine shop. So it's blueprinted and balanced. That
Oh,
one
wow.
sounds good, doesn't it? She's barely 240 horses to car.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So by today's standards, it's nothing.
It
Yeah.
doesn't matter the way you rolled in. Like, the
But I
car
mean, it's just such a
texture,
clean
attention,
look.
yeah.
I mean, it's just it was built like ahead of its time, if you can kind of get what I'm saying. You know, I mean, just the body lines and the sleekness of the car is just iconic.
Raymond Lloyd, not to interrupt you, but Raymond Lloyd designed this with his staff,
Uh huh.
and it was way out in front.
Sure.
And this one's got the pillow in it. It's not a hard top.
Okay.
And so this car barely weighs 3,000 pounds at the curb
Wow.
because it's a pillared coupe, not a hard top.
Wow.
So they're lighter and they're stiffer. So
Wow. That's
when I was in high school, which was a long time ago, and I was back in Indiana, some of the good old boys were buying these because you could get them for $50.
Jeez.
Nobody wanted them, so one of the guys bought one and put a 401 nail head Buick.
oh wow.
And let me tell you, that was the terror of every Corvette around that area.
Oh, I bet you it was.
It's like the story of the
Yeah.
Shelby guy.
Yeah, exactly.
5 liter swap.
Yeah.
His Studebaker coupe got no respect because the reputation, the engines are good, but they just don't make power.
Sure.
They're just not hot rods. Well, his little 401 and it was a different story altogether.
Good.
I mean, that's still a lot of cubic inches.
Yeah.
I mean, I get apples and oranges, but
And you call that a sleeper?
A real sleeper. He spanked a lot of bets in the area, and those guys never really seemed to personality-wise get over that. And his 401 nailhead was pretty much stopped.
Wow.
Well, what a lot of people don't know much about Buick engine, but the nailhead V8s, which were the first V8s they had a unique head design. That's why the valve covers sit up
more upright. Yeah.
And the valves are in at a different angle.
Uh huh.
Yeah, our friend Dirk
They
has
don't breathe
one
like
like
a
that.
Chevy
It's,
does. A Chevy
sled.
will scream and breathe like you won't believe.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Right.
And Buick doesn't really do that.
that, but it reads quite well, and it builds a lot of batteries for a 6 So in a 3,000-pound coupe like this, you could steer that car with the gas pedal, and it's not really good. Right?
Yeah, right.
So that's what got me to like those cars. They were running them on the solid glass because of the shape.
Sure.
And they weren't running them with Studebaker engines. They were Cadillacs and Chryslers and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
And they were getting close to 200 miles an hour.
Wow.
At the end of the 50s with these things.
Wow.
And that's what I thought this would be right there. High school, right? And I found this thing.
I've seen Porky's. I thought high school kids were smart. That
Yeah.
This was a born awesome. Some old man shot sitting in the corner and nobody cared about it.
Did you do paint work to it, or did you buy it? It's just a raw original, or
Well, this is like a
30-foot, 100-mile an hour. Doing 100 miles an hour.
pretty good.
Right.
But you'll get I got a bunch of other stuff.
Well, cool, man.
And the bumpers and stuff. When we were on the 40, that's the part that I sang.
Uh-huh.
So the bumpers were being done and stuff.
Well, you can get that all straightened out. You know, there's some chrome shops. They're not here in Colorado. They're out of state. You can send your bright work, and they'll come back brand new, man. They really were. So,
I got side pieces and everything.
right, right,
just a unique car. You don't see them. You don't see them everywhere.
right,
So that's
Whether it's got a little power or not, like how cool is that? Just a different V8.
right.
We talk about the bomb motor, small block Chevy, small block Fords, whatever. LS, of course, you don't see these at all.
No, man.
So really cool to see.
You know, we've been doing this show probably, how long, me and you, 3 years now? And I was doing it 2 years before you came aboard, and I've probably maybe seen one other Studebaker. You just don't see them. You don't see them at all.
Okay.
Both of those engines were designed about the same period of time
Sure.
during the war. So some kind of thing happened there between GM and Studebaker.
Yeah, and it's like the GM and Ford transmissions now. So like they were all just kind of working limited resources with metal. So the metal was getting used to make planes and tanks and this, that, and the other thing, you know?
So she's not a copy of the Cadillac engine where she came on the
Right.
But there are pieces on one of these that are interchanged in 331.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Talk
wow.
About like a T-Moon Cadillac.
Yeah,
Which is, of course,
exactly right. Exactly
Very
right.
cool, very cool.
Well, here's some stickers from our show. You have Facebook?
I don't. I don't
Okay.
have computers.
All right.
My son and my grandson.
All right.
they're-
Well, they'll have Facebook. Just go to Rolling with Roller and Derek. This interview will be on Facebook this evening, and then he'll transfer it over to YouTube. And tell your grandsons to like us and to follow us so we can build our group rating and stuff like that. So
We want to show off
Yeah.
great and just very unique.
that's
cars.
it, and that's what it's all about. That's what our show's about, is showing off
We're hearing the stories
the
about,
stuff.
This 50 shenanigans.
Yes,
Like I
exactly.
said, I've seen all three Porkies.
Yeah.
The town I grew up in was 700 people in Indiana.
What part?
With one main street. Its town name is Selma.
Okay.
It's close to Muncie.
Okay.
It's about
I'm a Quad City Illinois.
My father-in-law grew up in Hammond.
There you go.
Yeah, and he talks about it was a small town too at the time and stuff.
So some of these Corvette pilots heard about that guy's scoop, and they would come out to this little country town of Selma looking for him, like an old Western gunfighter kind of
It's like
thing.
American Graffiti.
Yeah, exactly.
And of course, he had the only one in town.
Yeah,
Especially the only one.
pretty easy to find.
You know,
Yeah.
So he got himself a reputation for a little while.
Well, perfect.
I was
Well,
still riding plastic.
well, thank you for your time.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it. Nice to meet you. Thank you for talking about your car. And make sure you tell those grandkids to go onto the site, okay? All right. Thanks a lot. All right. Well, dude, it looks like,
Call me David Coppercook.
Yeah.
These cars.
that's right. Guaranteed.
Happy 4th of July to everyone.
Guaranteed, man. That's what it's all about. You guys are lug nuts. We love you so much, man. We're very approachable. We've got,
Ugly women over here.
well, we see them. Oh, did she just gave you the bird?
That's not all
But no, guys, I'll tell you what, man, we're very approachable. We got stickers, we got it all. And come and see us, man. Like us, tell your friends about us. We want this to grow and look forward to the future because we got a lot of things happening. And like we always say, I'm Roller,
Derek,
and we're out of here. Peace out, Lug Nuts. We love you. We'll talk to you soon.
happy 4th of July.
Bye.